Hello everyone, welcome to Adora Perfect Pups. I'm Micah here with Angie, and in today's video we're going to be talking about what the F1, F1b, F2 Cavapoos, and also it's used in other dog breeds as well. So we'll kind of talk about what the F and the 1 and the 2s and the B, all that stands for. Okay, so yeah, we're going to get right into it. Here at Adora, we do breed F1 and F1b Cavapoos. This is Kira. She is actually an F1. And so we'll just start with what that means. Angie, she would have had a Cavalier mom.
She did.
And a mini poodle dad. Is that correct?
So purebred to purebred.
Yeah. And that first generation is F1.
Is F1.
So in the F1 is, and I'm sorry if I pronounce this wrong, but it's called filial, is what it is. And the definition for that, I'm going to read it, in biology is the generation or generations after the parental generation. So it's just a word, I think, that just means generational, and from the purebred. So the F1 again is two purebred dogs. In golden doodles, it'd be a golden retriever and a poodle. I mean, it could be any combination of dog. It doesn't have to be a poodle, or it doesn't have to be whatever. It could be
Aussie-doodle, Bernedoodle, they're all just purebreds.
Most of them do the poodle because they're looking for a dog that's a little bit smaller and the hypoallergenic. But you could have a German Shepherd and a Husky mix, and that would be an F1. Whatever you'd call that.
Germusky?
Yeah. I know some people, what do they do, like the
Pomskis.
Pomskis, or the, what is that, a Pomeranian and a Husky. So you could have an F1 Pomsky. So it's just basically when you have two purebreds, and then that creates the F1. So the next step from that is the B. So where does the B come from? So that is when you breed back to one of the original purebred dogs in the first pairing. What we're going to do here is we actually have Elias here with us today too. So Elias and Kira have been bred, and so we are expecting F1b puppies and for that litter. And then what that means is, because Kira is an F1, Elias is a poodle, so he brings the B, which is one of the original pairs, back. So that is F1b.
So the B stands for breed back. That means they're bred back to a poodle or to the prior generation. And what happens?
Yeah, you're taking one of the original purebred pair, like one of those, and then breeding back. And then so not the original adult. That would be inbreeding, and we don't do that.
Right.
But just another poodle
of another generation,
of another line.
Yes.
We do not recommend that. We're breeding back like parents. That's inbreeding, and that's not good.
No.
So that's not what we're saying. We're just saying a poodle of another line or heritage that's far enough apart in blood that we can bring back into
the line. And then what happens if we take an F1b and breed it back?
So that would be an F1bb. And that's, again, you're just pulling from that original pair and bringing back that same breed into the line. So that would be F1bb. Where you get an F2, that would be if you took an F1 and an F1, bred them together, that would be a second generation, and full second generation. And you can't think of it like how we have like grandparents and grandma. That is there, but it's more about like a second generation of the breed, not necessarily like a family line. So it's of the breed, not necessarily like a direct family line of a parent or an adult, or parent or mother or father type of thing. So anyway.
It's a little confusing.
It is. It's
confusing.
It's with animals and genetics and how they do all that. But just in simple terms, two purebred of a different kind of breed bred together, you'd create an F1. If you breed back one of the original breeds into the pair, it would be a B. That would bring the B in, so F1b. If you take two F1bs, breed them together, then you'd get an F2. And then Angie also added if you breed F1b back to one of the original breeds, it would be F1bb. So that's just briefly. Those are all we do is the F1, F1b. So that's kind of what we focus on.
Anything more than that, they consider a multi-gen.
Right.
And so that's because
if you get down further into that, it just kind of becomes a wash. And, it's just multi-gen or F3. Anything beyond F3, I think it's just F3, which is just multi-gen.
And some of those other like F2, F3s have not the same consistency. You can have 78% poodle and whatever the math
so it becomes a little bit more muddy.
So it becomes muddier. Where F1 to F1 is 50-50. And then it's 25 to 75 or 75 to 25.
So kind of once you get past that third mix, and then it really, you don't really know the percentages as much. So
then you don't know as much of an outcome, hair coat wise, structure, all of that.
You are handsome. Your haircut is
nice.
perfect.
Yeah, I know. He's styling.
You're just sitting there staring at us. So. Cool. Well, that's hopefully that answers some of the questions that I've been getting in the comments. And I get phone calls and text messages. I'm happy to talk to you guys. We're not just making these videos to avoid phone calls. That's not what this is about. We want those. But it definitely helps educate everybody, and it's part of what we love about what we do. Not just playing with the puppies and raising them. And
we love that.
It's kind of there's some science and different fun into it as well. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share. Follow on Instagram. I think you can find us on Facebook as well. And our website, of course, is always up to date with what's going on. So again, this is Angie and Micah. Appreciate you watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next one.